Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here in the divisional round, the pressure gets dialed up several more notches. Some players rise to the occasion, some can't handle the heat. We'll see who shines in the spotlight and gets his team to the conference title game. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins. It's a cold one in our nation's capital. We're off to FedEx Field to hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. And yes, snow in our nation's capital. That's the story as we join you from FedEx Field here in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. Hello, everyone, as the postseason continues here on EA. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but it... Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brandon Graham in there to drop him. And his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
Come on, let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Josh Doxson from 10 yards out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying it. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not in the major concerned, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, spinning away. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll set up to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Jackson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. First down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll look to throw, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doctson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but the Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's brought down after a good gain. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Washington.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second down following the run.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Tevin. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Come on, let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it a second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And they'll They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Let's go. What? Ohio. Black round. Black round. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Ohio 38. Ohio. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But so out now come the Redskins. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they got 29 yards there. And it'll be first down, Redskins.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the...
Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And they'll run it here. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run the option left. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out here in the I. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play. Well, partners, still a head scratcher.